cleaned off my brush a little bit because I haven't used it for a minute. So what I'm going to do here is go in with my primer, and this is going to be my second coat. I did one when I did my prep, and then I'll do one right before I place my nail bed color. Now, if this is a very nice opaque cover pink that I'm using, if I were using a more see-through or sheer pink, I would do the tip first and form the smile line that way, but for this I'm going to use the reverse method to kind of elongate my nail bed a little bit. So what I did there was I just put the ball down, and I'm going to push it as close to the cuticle as I can get, and I'm going to have the very tip of my brush at an angle, and I'm kind of going to push it away. I don't want to swipe it yet because most of the powders that I have in the mix, they're self-leveling, so you really don't have to work too hard with them to get them to go where you want. So that's nice. So I'm just little tiny pushes, and I'm separating the acrylic from my finger with the tip of my brush. So I'm still just pushing down little by little and wiping my brush. I'm going to do a nice deep smile line. So I'm going to build a tiny bit more, just a little bit, up on this corner. See, there's a couple of those little pieces from the eyeshadow. And I've been stirring this thing probably every 2 nails I do, trying to get it to break up a little bit, but some of it just won't. Okay, so whenever I'm satisfied with this, just pat it down a little bit and try to get it as even as I can. Like I said, if I were using a more sheer pink or a clear or something, I'd pay a little bit more attention to this, but because it is a opaque pink mix, and there is a tiny bit of glitter and shimmer in it, I'm going to put a coat of clear on top of it, so that'll kind of even out any little bumps and lumps it might have. So I'm kind of touching the brush to my cuticle, but that's just to make a barrier. There. And I'll clean up my smile line a little bit. But I'm going to file that. Sorry guys, this shouldn't take this long. I'm trying to explain it, and then it is kind of nerve-wracking with someone watching me too, so that's like in the back of my mind. There we go. So like I said, I'm going to file that too, just to sharpen it up a little bit. That's basically, you know, what I was going for my nail bed. I'm going to take my primer again and just do one more coat on my next finger, right before I put the color down, or my nail bed color. Dipping my brush in again. I want to wipe it off just because there is a little bit of glitter in there, and I don't want anything to happen to this brush. So I'm going to dip my brush in and pull it towards me. It's kind of an odd shaped ball, but you get the idea. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to push it and release. And this is just a weird little chunk, that's why. And just work it from side to side and then push it down close to the cuticle. Trying to get good light here. It was working good earlier, but as it's getting later, it's kind of getting a shadow over here. Oh, you know what? I did move this lamp too. It was like behind me. That might help a little bit. Now on this one I put a smaller ball on, so I'm probably going to have to go in and add a little bit more, but that's fine. A lot of people and a lot of the professionals, they'll do the 3-ball method, and they'll actually use 1 ball for the tip, 1 for the smile line area, and then 1 for the cuticle, but obviously I don't have that skill. So I'm just gonna keep building up little by little my smile line to where I want it to be. Since this one kind of flattened out on me, I'm just gonna push it back up a little bit. And make it a little bit higher in the middle. And then curving down. Okay, so there, just added a little bit more, so it was as thick as the others. See, there's one of those red chunks. Pull that one out, it was a big one. And then I'm just patting down into place. Okay, now I have this little tiny bit down there in the corner I'm going to add, and then I'm going to pause this because I don't really want to edit it.